always say this and I always keep saying it. Communication skills is one of the best life skills you can learn. It's like wearing armor. Everything will be so clear to you. You'll know how to deal with people. Imagine being in an elevator with Elon Musk. Imagine being at a dinner with Jay-Z. How you gonna be able to communicate? You feel me? You gotta learn these things, man. It's not something you gotta negotiate. It's something we do all the time. We're always talking to people. People catch you off guard and you never know. And imagine being awkward. We know how that feeling is when you're awkward, man. When you're awkward, you make that shit awkward for everybody else. You feel me? So you gotta be working on your communication, man. You gotta know how to talk to people. It's one of the best skills. It's like wearing armor in this life. Imagine calling Elon Musk on his phone, and as soon as he answers, you just start talking. Yo, how you doing? And this and that and never ask if he has time to talk. You already messed that up. You'll never get a call with him again, right? You'll never get a meeting with him again. Imagine thanking Jay-Z. Imagine saying thank you to Jay-Z and never telling him what you're thanking him for. Because you never know that when you're thanking people, you're supposed to tell them what you're thanking them for. Nobody taught us these things, man. That's why the saying, nobody's coming to save you. It's so true. It's up to you to go out in this life, find time to learn, because knowledge is the only way you're going to get through this life. You got to be a student to life and always be willing to be learning, always be willing to unlearn. You feel me? And everything you learn, you got to be willing to share it. But like I'm saying, communication that's where I would start. And that's not where I started, unfortunately. I dived right into it, going deep down the rabbit hole, learning about the frequencies, the energy, all these things. I know, and now I'm right around to the communication part of things. And I'm like, as soon as I start diving deep into this, I'm like, yo, there's so many tricks, because there's so many things you could do instantly. You see the results instantly. So many tricks, just like that. Thank you. Tell people what you're thanking them for. I'm telling you, just as simple as that. You'll stand out for so many people when people call you, or when you make any calls to anyone. You gotta ask them that question, if they have time to talk. Stuff like that, as simple as that. So communication skills, one of the best life skills you can learn. That's what's going to take you far in life. You could read body languages with it. You could damn near read people's mind with it, because body language is 80% of communication. And all you got to do is read body language. When you're meeting someone, they already analyzed you and got their perspective of you based on your body language. That's why you got to make sure you're always with the right posture, the right energy. Your attitude will take you far. You feel me? If you got the right attitude, you get to the right altitude. You feel me? That's not no cliche, funny shit, but it's just facts. You need the right attitude, and you need to be always reminding yourself. That's what I said. Taking communication skills will teach you these methods. You got a door method, I call it. The door method. Every door you go through, that's a reminder to fix your posture. You got to make sure your chest is up, your shoulder back. Every door you go through, your car door, your room door, your bathroom door, your shower door, I don't care what door it is, just use it as a reminder. Fix your posture. You feel me? Your attitude, you feel me? When your body language, like I say, is 80% of communication. So if you're always with the right posture, you already are halfway there. You feel me? Smiling, you gotta make sure you're always smiling, but not for everyone. It's different types of smile. You got genuine smile, fake smile, real smile. You feel me? So you gotta learn how to smile better where people remember it. When you're meeting someone, you don't want to be walking up already smiling. But nobody taught us that, right? As soon as you meet them, you want to make sure you look them in the eye, shake their hands, then smile. And that's another thing too. Anytime you're meeting anyone, you want to be the first to introduce yourself. You always want to be the first person to introduce yourself anytime you're meeting anyone. It says a lot about you. It shows that you're a very good communicator. As soon as you meet anyone, offer to shake their hands and introduce yourself, male or female. You could do that with anyone. It's appropriate for anyone, right? And then, like I said, after you look them in the eye, then you smile. You don't want to be walking up all this smiling. If you smile for everybody else like that, it don't hit as much. You feel me? You don't hit as much when you're smiling like that for everyone. Trust me, it's just natural human nature. You know, we don't value what everyone else could, get. So, yeah, it's stuff like that, man. Communication skills is life skills, man. You want to be working on yourself. You want to be developing yourself. Start with communication, man. Learn how to communicate better. You start to read body language, When you're talking to someone, and if you want to know if they're interested in what you're saying, all you got to do is see if they're facing you. If they're not facing you, they're not listening to you. If they're turned sideways like that, they're halfway outside of the conversation. You might as well end the conversation. But if they're facing you, understand that they might be listening to you, but some other cues you could look at. You feel me? If they're tense, you want to see the body language. They're closed off. If their fist is closed, if their hands is open. It's a lot of things you could look at, but you won't know these things until you start developing your communication skills. Because it's like a sixth sense. You start seeing the world differently. And people start reacting to you differently. Because like I said, when you start telling people, thank you for doing this for me, thank you for calling me, thank you for buying me this, thank you for telling me you love me, these things will make your relationship better, man. When you tell your girl, thank you for doing this for me, thank you for telling me how you feel, thank you for letting me know how you felt, thank you for letting me know that bother you. All these things will make your relationship better, but you gotta be willing to do these type of things. You gotta be willing to develop yourself. That way you're aware of where you're going wrong, aware of where's the disconnect. The communication is relationship overall. Interacting with anyone is it's like a connection, and when you're not operating on the same connection, it's going to be a disconnect. And if you're not aware of where the disconnect is, you won't know how to reconnect it. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine how I ever went through this life up to this point not working on myself. And I can't imagine anyone right now not working on themselves, because how can you get through this life? How will you even survive? How do you even stand a chance if you're not working on yourself at this time? How? I can't even imagine, man. I'm so grateful, for all the knowledge. I'll always say the knowledge will always get you far. The knowledge is what's going to get you there. The knowledge and the discipline, because as long as you have the knowledge, you will have the knowledge to know that you need discipline. You don't know how discipline works. You'll understand that you don't got to be hardcore like Goggins and all that. But you can have that mindset, but you don't got to beat yourself up like that. You don't got to fix it all in one shot, one day at a time, man. That's it. You understand how your mind works. You understand how to communicate with people, and you start to get what you want because you know how to communicate what you want. You feel me? Life is interesting, man. Life is what you make it, But you need to be going through this life with armor. You need to be going through this life developing yourself. That way you have a chance. That way you can give yourself a better chance. Because if you're not working on yourself, you damn sure don't stand a chance. Nobody's coming to save you, man. Nobody's here to teach you everything, and you damn sure won't be here to learn everything. But try to learn as much as you can. And the fastest way to learn is to fail. You gotta fail a lot of times, man. You gotta be willing to fail. Be willing to fail, that way you can win, you feel me? That's the only way. If you're not willing to fail, then you won't learn, It's a saying, the person that avoids everything, that avoids every difficulty, avoids every opportunity, you feel me? Yeah, man, so don't be avoiding difficulties, man. If it's difficult, it's exactly where you need to be. It's a challenge, and life is all about challenges. Like my guy Joseph, I heard him say this on his live the other day. You can't spell change without challenge. Think about that. So you can't. I don't know if that's what he said. You can't spell challenge without change or something like that, man. I don't know. I might be miswording it, but I know I heard it before somewhere. But yeah, just learn how to communicate. Learn how to develop yourself. Learn how to go through this life better with armor. And that's through self-development, working on yourself. And yeah, hopefully, y'all stick around for this video, watch the whole thing. Hopefully I said something that might resonate with you. Hopefully I said something that might have clicked to you. And you're like, you know what, damn, I gotta get on my stuff, So, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. It's your boy MindFitG. Join the community, man, support. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay locked in.